Champaign counties. You know, Paul Brown once said, he said, when you win, don't say anything. And when you lose, say less. It looks like Springfield hasn't been talking a whole lot, but they do have the talent that will be in handy years from now.
Well, they have a new coach, and that's one of the neat things about this team because they kind of suffered year in and year out. But one of the fun things that's kind of exciting for me, Corey Timmons came over from Catholic Central. We have Devin Nye. He came over from the Northeastern School District. And I had the pleasure of teaching the kicker, Megan Prendergast, one of the few female kickers in the 5th grade, and she's been on this team since she was a freshman. So a lot of great kids out there. They want to win, a lot of heart, and maybe tonight's the night.
We'll see. They are 1-6 coming in. Of all things, they killed Troy. And here's another football team that comes in at 4-3, Mike, and it is the Beavercreek Beavers.
Coach Clodfelder's team comes in off a huge win over Wayne, 14-13 last week, but the numbers sort of don't tell the story. They do a lot well. They don't do one thing any specifically great, but they do a lot of things well. They have Michael Berry, the 6th leading rusher in the G-Walk. He has 557 yards on the year, but he also has a plethora of backs behind him who have 300 yards or more. Also here at Beavercreek here tonight, it's youth football night as the youngsters who will soon make their way onto this field will be on display here as well, I believe at halftime.
Yeah, and that was really kind of neat seeing because all the kids, and there must have been thousands of them that were coming in here, and that means it's a strong program for Beavercreek in the coming years. We've got a lot of football action for you tonight. Join in with Gary Littell, Mike Hirn, and me, Lee Riley, as we'll be back with you very shortly up in the press box. Join in with us all evening long on the hometown high school football game of the week on RTV 32 Sports. We head down to the football field right now and join in on the sidelines with Mike Hirn.
So the difference in this game will be the battle of the quarterbacks. Chris Wallace, the senior quarterback for Springfield, against his counterpart, Michael Berry, the dynamic running quarterback for Beavercreek. Beavercreek doesn't like to throw the ball, only averaging 22 yards passing per game. But for Springfield, they're going to need to throw the ball down the field early and get a good score to set the tempo in this one and show Beavercreek that they're ready to play.
And time right now for the opening kickoff. Now as we join in on the sidelines with Mike Hirn.
So 88 yards is what the Beavercreek offense just went in they took almost 6.5 minutes, but it was the pass as Michael Berry threw a 22-yard touchdown pass to cap that one off. But, I mean, runs of sort of a Woody Hayes, Ohio State, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, 4 yards here, 5 yards there. But 2 big plays of 25 and 22. We'll see how Springfield responds when they get the ball.
We'll head down to the sidelines real quickly right now, and Mike Hirn.
Beavercreek has been able to control the ball thus far. Their first drive ate up 5:46. Their second drive, 6:32. 12 and 16 plays. Of their first 28 plays, only 3 were negative or 0 yards. But as you can see, they've been able to take the ball away from Springfield's quarterback, Chris Wallace, as he commits his second turnover of the game, and they're looking to add their 3rd touchdown of the half.
Boy, Sean Hill
to Mike Hirn.
So as we talked about in the open, Beavercreek has been able to run the ball at will. They've had 3 different kids score their 3 touchdowns. But the thing that works out is on the last play, once again, just a couple of different plays accounting for their runs. But coming up at the half, don't forget we'll have the Buffalo Wild Wings Student Athlete of the Week.
And that's where we stand, 21-0 here at halftime, Beavercreek. Now let's say we head to the sidelines right here at halftime with Mike Hirn, who has a very special guest, our Athlete of the Week winner, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Mike Hirn.
So down here on the field with the Buffalo Wild Wings Student Athlete of the Week, Michaela Powers. And Michaela headed to the University of Washington to play soccer. Wisconsin, I'm sorry.
Yep, I'm going to Wisconsin.
And she even has a sweatshirt on, and I still got that wrong. So the Badgers, what made you choose the Cheese State as your future home?
I've known the coach there for a long time. I had her ever since I was 4. 4 years, sorry, not 4. And so I played for her for a while. And when I went on my visit, I absolutely fell in love with the campus. It was absolutely gorgeous and has everything anyone could ever want. Big school, big name, huge athletic program. So it's perfect fit for me.
Is that would be the coach that was your U15 national and U17 national coach?
It was my regional coach. So I played for the Midwest as well as the national team a little bit, but it was my Midwest coach. So
you have a 4.1 grade point average here at Beavercreek, but what is it that you're going to try and study at the University of Wisconsin?
Well, I'd like to get an undergrad in biology because I want to be a PA. So that would be the best undergrad to get to fulfill what I would like to pursue.
Now, you guys have had a really good season, 14-0-1 thus far. You scored 81 goals in your high school career, but what has been the most rewarding experience for you being part of a team that's that good?
Everybody probably doesn't notice how much of a team. We're not just a collection of good players, and that's what I think a lot of people have wrong about us. Is we are a very close-knit team. Ever since my freshman year, I was the young one, and everyone accepted me just like I'm a senior now. So it's the best part is being part of a team, not just a good collection of players.
Now, you guys have a huge game coming up tomorrow, and the playoffs right around the corner. Last year, you guys got to the regional semis before you bowed out. What is it you think about this team that will be able to get you over the hump and into the state finals?
We have a lot of drive and young players that are really willing to work, and we, like I said, our personality as a team is just a different team this year. Last year, we were more – I loved my team last year, but we were more of a collection of players versus a team, and we are a lot closer this year, and we fight for each other a little bit more. So I think we have a better chance of going further this year. We're a very strong team, so we'll go pretty far.
So the Buffalo Wild Wings Athlete of the Week for this week, Beavercreek High School senior midfielder Michaela Powers. And we'll be back with third quarter action. The Beavers leading 21-0 here at the half.
Sidelines as we join in with Mike Hirn.
Another drive of over 9 plays for Beavercreek as they're able to get that one into the end zone. Alex Arias with a 17-yard touchdown run. But the story there is that they were able to go 63 yards in another 5 minutes. So their third drive of over 5 minutes in this game. In the first half of the 24 minutes on the clock, the Beavers controlling the clock with about 16 minutes to go. So time of possession thoroughly in their favor.
Oh, sidelines are right now with Mike Hirn.
Springfield hasn't been able to get back into this one. It's 35-0 Beavercreek, but the problem is that the Beavercreek interior defensive line has been able to get pressure on senior quarterback Chris Wallace all night long. In the second half, Wallace is 5 of 14 with 2 interceptions, but he's also not had any room to run. His offensive line sort of fed him to the wolves, and he's had to try and make plays on his own. If Springfield can't maintain that, they're going to be in for a long fourth quarter, guys.
And so far it's been